Hello, this is Dr. Janet Six, Senior Product Manager at Tom Sawyer Software, and today we're going to show how to integrate with an RDF data source and commit changes back to the data source. We open Perspectives Designer and start with an empty project. First, we add a module. A module contains one schema describing the data, integrators, drawing templates, visualization views, search, filter, and analysis configurations, plus a view layout. Next, we'll add a data integrator. So we select Add Integrator, and then RDF, and click OK. An RDF integrator populates a model from an Oracle database, a SPARQL endpoint, or an RDF formatted file. Today, we're going to integrate with an N3 file. So I'm going to select the file, and click Open. Next, we're going to test the data source, and we see it was opened successfully. And now we're going to extract the schema. Here we select which model elements we would like to bring into our model. We keep both selected and click Next. And now we're going to choose which attributes we want to bring into the model. We keep all of the attributes selected and click Next. And here we keep the namespace, which is found during schema extraction, and click Finish. We have successfully extracted the schema. Next, we go to Bindings, and we're going to look at all the model element types that we just brought in. So we see our connection and device, and all of the attributes that we just brought in with schema extraction. We select Connection, and the first thing that we see are the SPARQL queries which were automatically created for us. So we have the read, create, modify, and delete SPARQL queries all automatically created. And when we select the attributes, we can see the corresponding data in the original data source. And repeating with the device, we can see the read, create, modify, and delete queries, and also the model attributes and the corresponding data in the original data source. Let's go to the schema editor and see the schema that was automatically created for us. So here are our model elements, and then we're going to show all attributes. We can see the model element types and attributes for the computer network in our example application. We need to update the model element connection to be of type Edge. So we select it and go to Edit, select Object Model Type and change it to Edge. And it's going to go from a device to another device. And we click OK. We no longer need the references for the to and from devices in the connection because they're now represented by the model elements themselves, so we can remove those. And here is our updated schema. Now we're going to go back to the integrator definition, and we're going to open connection, and we need to bind data to both the source and the target ID. So we select Source ID, and then the column From Device. And we repeat for the target ID. You can see that the namespace is in this data, so we need to select Strip Namespace so that we have the correct data in the model. And we repeat for the source ID as well. Outside of today's video, we added Drawing, Inspector, and 2 table views. Let's open the web previewer and see how it looks. Here we see our computer network in the drawing view with green nodes for elements that are up and red nodes for elements that are down. We select one of the elements and we can see the details here in the inspector view. The same element is also highlighted here in this table. We can select a different element and the drawing view will automatically zoom to that newly selected element. We see a list of all the connections in the edge table. And when we select an edge, we are taken to that edge in the drawing view as well. Now we're going to zoom back out and see how the commit feature works. We select element 14, and while investigating it, we determine the device is now down. So in the inspector, we change OK to down and press return. You'll see that the element has automatically turned red because we made the application to show down devices with a red element. Now we're going to commit this change back to the original data source. We click the commit icon on the toolbar, and the change is committed back to the original data source using the query that was created for us during schema extraction. Here we see the RDF data source and how the status of network element 14 has been updated to down. In today's video, we discuss how to integrate with an RDF data source and commit changes back to that data source. Thanks for joining us. Contact Tom Sawyer Software today to start your free trial of Tom Sawyer Perspectives.